20th of November, and I am going to have a bit of a Sunday reset, a weekly planning session, which I do pretty much every single Sunday. And I thought I'd bring you along with me, because if there is one routine and one ritual that I have that has just really helped me feel more balanced, helped me live a slower and more intentional life, it's honestly this. I feel like this routine has played a massive part in me being able to go into the week feeling excited and ready and like I've got a plan, rather than kind of having those Sunday scaries and feeling anxious. And I like to make a little ritual out of it. I've got my candle going. I've also got, it's actually my first of the season. This is Bird and Blend's sticky chai. It's my all-time favourite drink. It's the gingerbread flavour, and it's just so good. It's like the perfect autumn winter drink. So I really just like the ritual of making that. And then I've got my half-eaten mince pie. It's one of the mini mince pies from M&S. And yeah, I'm just gonna probably spend, I mean, it takes me like half an hour. It's 7 o'clock now. I'm just getting everything set up, and it is just the most worthwhile thing to do, is kind of have a plan and see what is going on in your week. It takes everything out of here, or at least for me, it just takes all of the busyness and puts it out onto paper, and I just feel much more in control of my life. So I'm gonna bring you along for that process and share exactly what I do. The first thing is, in terms of the systems that I have, I've got a Notion board, and then I've just got a physical paper diary. So obviously this is one that I bought at the beginning of 2023. It's from Papier. I've actually just ordered the exact same one because I love it so much. For example, for this week, I've already got things like going to see a friend in here. I've got the monthly journaling club that I'm doing. I'm volunteering on Wednesday, so that's here. I've got the fact that Jay is working in here, so he'll give me all of his dates and I'll put them in this diary. So it's just the things that, let's say I have, for example, arranged to go meet a friend on Tuesday, that will have come in via WhatsApp, and the first thing that I do is go straight to this to put it in here. And then when I come to do my weekly plan on Notion that's a little bit more detailed, I then transfer that information into there, and I'll put timings in and things. So this is a really good one for me to put almost like the top line detail. So for example, tomorrow, I know that I'll probably be working half a day in terms of like physical laptop work for a client, but then on the other half, we're going to collect our Christmas tree, and I really want to make some content about that. So I'll have really specific notes about that in my Notion. And doing it this way, honestly, just I can't tell you. I know I probably sound very enthusiastic about this. Having a plan, my mental health thanks me for it every single day. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to go through my email and look at any appointments, anything that's scheduled in that I might have missed from here. But usually this is the kind of place that I put things on the go. So when I come to the week, so every Sunday when I come to look at this, there's already quite a few bits in here. And then based on the kind of work that I want to do, or deadlines I've got, or whatever else, I can kind of fill in the gaps. I'm just finding that this process is working really well. And this diary has been with me to New Zealand in April, and then America in September, and it still looks amazing. So, and it's really easy to carry around. I'm just a physical diary girly, and I don't think it's going to change. I just love putting pen to paper, especially because everything's so digital. And I do have a Notion, which I'll go into, but there is just something about that physical diary that I'm happy to keep hold of. And I am just using, I need to up my pen game. I'm using Bic. I actually really like the feel of these. It's probably because I've not looked at better options. But yeah, I do just use a Bic. I probably need to look at something that's a little bit more sustainable. Obviously, I will go through a few of these and yeah, find a really nice pen to even, I guess it's all of these little things that make it more of a ritual and make you want to do it more, because yeah, especially on a Sunday evening or afternoon, I'm going to look at my email, look at my calendar and see if there's any other calls or anything else that I need to add in that are kind of crucial set in stone plans for this week. So then it comes to Notion. I have bought quite a few different templates, and I have just realised that actually having a list and being able to check things off works best for me, and I'll do my list in the order that I want to do things. So for example, Monday, tomorrow, the first thing that I'm doing is going to the gym. So I'll put that in there, and I'll put a little dash with the time. And then the thing that I know that I'm doing after that is coming home, and I really want to do a yoga nidra practice. So I'll put in there yoga nidra practice. And then in the morning, I really want to use the light for filming. So filming Christmas wreath for TikTok / Instagram. There's quite a lot of filming that I want to do tomorrow morning, obviously because the lighting is just a pain at the minute because there is barely any light in the day. I have to be way more planned with it. Another thing that I like to do, under the day of the week, I'll also put in what it is that I plan on eating. So underneath there, I've just put a bullet point, and I've put porridge, couscous and veg, and then HelloFresh, because again, it just takes out that decision process tomorrow, and I can just refer back to this and be like, oh yeah, I remember, this is what I'm having. So that is pretty much my Monday. And then moving on to Tuesday, I just follow the exact same format. So again, I'll put in what I'm gonna have for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it is exactly the same. Actually, I might have porridge and then egg on toast, because we've got some nice sourdough toast in, and then we've got HelloFresh. So that'll be for Tuesday. In terms of Tuesday morning, Jay's off work, so I think that we could go to the gym about 7, so I'd like to go swimming on Tuesday morning, so swimming at 7 a.m. So in this planner, I basically plan what it is that I'd like to do, plan in self-care, so I've got going to the gym, my yoga nidra, planning time for getting ready for the day as well, so I can actually figure out how much time I will have to work. And then I also put what it is that I'll be eating on the day, just so I can either prep that or just know, so I don't have that kind of decision making to do on the day. It means that I have time to rest scheduled in, and it's just, yeah, working really well for me alongside having my physical diary. I've added in a couple of really random tasks, but things that I need to remember on my Notion. So for example, I need to message someone back about something. I want to buy my friend some flowers. So like things that won't take too long, but I know that I want to do. I've got them on here because otherwise I just won't remember. And I do think that it's good to just get them out of your head. And then also I have, yeah, just listed every single thing that I need to do on each day. And this will be basically my Bible along with my physical diary for the next week. So that is how I plan my week. Very basic, but it really works for me. And I found when I overcomplicate it, I just tend to avoid it and don't really look at it or follow the plan or end up like ticking the boxes. Whereas because it's just so easy to see the whole week, both in my physical diary and on Notion, it's just working really well. And I feel like actually I really needed to do that tonight, because I've just got a couple of busy weeks, because the following week after this week, we're going to London for a couple of nights for what is going to be like the most festive couple of days. So I am going to vlog that. But because of that and a client contract that I've got at the minute, I'm just having to be really mindful about where I move that work into. Previously, that had been my recipe for burnout, because I just would have felt so overwhelmed by all the work that I'd have tried to distract myself and not stick to a plan. Whereas because I now have a plan, I procrastinate less, but it means I also have time to just live and exist, like read my books, do the things that fill up my cup basically. So yeah, I hope that this has been helpful. If you use Notion or you've got any other type of planner that you use, let me know, because I really do geek out about these things and stationery and all this good stuff, because it does make a really big difference. And yeah, thanks for coming along. Subscribe for next week's vlog, because it's gonna be a festive one, which I'm so excited about. And yeah, I will see you there.